Welcome to Vanilla Social Media Podcast. This is Seema Habib. And in the light of Mother's Day and Women's Month, we will be interviewing two mothers in the workforce, featuring and highlighting the comparisons in Egypt and in America. Today we have Dr. Ann Laffey, a cultural diversity professor in the University of Florida and the founder and CEO of Global Academic Scholar Services. Dr. Laffey, it's a pleasure to have you here. As a professor and a CEO, could you tell us what are the complications that you face in your career?
Good day. Some of the complications that I have faced in my career include juggling the needs of my family and children with the demands of international travel to Egypt to volunteer with the youth there. Long trips and many days away often cause havoc in the household, as well as with my other career and working online and teaching in multicultural education. I also have found it somewhat difficult to find funding and support to be able to offer my admissions and scholarship workshops for young Egyptian youth, which I also try to offer free of charge to help them find their best university or academic fit.
Today we have Mrs. Radwa Fathi, Etiquette and Life Coach. Mrs. Radwa, it's a pleasure to have you here with us today.
The pleasure is all mine. I'm very happy to be here with you, Seema. My complication as a life coach is to convince clients that I will not solve their problems, but I will guide them to solve it in their own ways. And as an etiquette trainer is convincing parents that etiquette is a lifestyle for the whole family, not just a course for the kids.
So how did you personally overcome and solve these complications or issues?
With respect to the issue of family and family commitments, I have been very fortunate to rely on my mother to support me and to help out with my kids while I'm gone, my husband, who is very active with the kids and also helps to take them to school or to help them with their activities and homework. They have really allowed me to be able to travel and develop my social enterprise. With respect to funding, that's still an ongoing struggle, and one that I think is very common throughout the world. If you're trying to do good and you're trying to help a lot of people, but you're not independently wealthy, you always have to try to seek out sponsors, people who are willing to believe in what you're doing, in helping, in this case, helping Egyptian youth achieve their academic success, whether at an Egyptian university or at a European or American university.
For the coaching client, I use coaching questions instead of opinions. And when they answer them, they will come up with the solutions for their problems. And for parents, I ask them to attend part of the etiquette course with their children, and then I ask them to use it at home to teach kids by example.
In your experience, do you think women feel intimidated in business or in the workforce?
I think generally speaking in the United States and personally, I feel like women overall have gained in recent years a sense of empowerment and self-ownership and really more control over their time. Of course, many of us still have responsibilities at our homes and responsibilities with our families, but we do find ways, or at least creative ways, to utilize our time and schedule things or multitask. I feel that American women are very great at multitasking.
Well, I don't think so, but this might happen if they have personality issues.
How do you achieve work-life balance?
Well, first off, I like to limit my international travel to 2-week periods, and I spread them out over the course of a year so as to allow myself to be present with my family for the majority of the time. I also use social media to remain in contact with my family and to help them with their homework or to help with family questions, or to be an active participant in a project, or to watch an event that's taking place, even if I'm not physically present. I also like to share my experiences abroad with them so that they can feel a part of my work.
Well, I don't think we should say work-life balance, but we should rather say life balance only, which includes career, family, relationships, friends, social life, financial, spiritual, and fun or hobbies. And we should balance between them all, and this is what I'm trying to do.
So what is the role that social media plays in business? Or for you, in your career specifically?
Well, in my specific business, in global academic scholar services, social media plays a critical role in my coaching. Social media is how most of my coaching and support of more than 1,500 Egyptian youth, both STEM and non-STEM students, takes place. I utilize WhatsApp, Messenger, Skype to provide a constant connection with the Egyptian youth. Since I personally can't be present in Egypt for long periods of time, I have to find ways to be able to maintain the connection. And it works beautifully to post articles, to share with them on Facebook, or also to give them advice and one-on-one coaching. It's a beautiful thing, social media.
Social media is a window for people to show who they are and what they can do, and plays a very important role in business and marketing nowadays.
Now that you've mentioned that your work requires you that you stay away from your family for quite some time, in your experience, is being a working mother frowned upon?
In my experience, no. Overall, I have been supported both as a mother and a social entrepreneur. It sometimes takes negotiation at home, but overall there is a sense that my helping young, talented Egyptian youth find their ideal university, whether it be in Egypt or America or Europe, is valuable to society and valuable to creating one global world with open arms, no borders, no walls.
It is very challenging, but it's worth it. Being a balanced, happy mom will raise happy kids, and this will happen through balancing all the items we just said.
That, of course, was in regards to the American society and how they see working women. Was your experience any different in Egypt?
I feel that the Egyptian society is encouraging women to be working mothers, but at the same time, they still have an expectation that they're going to take care of the home, the kids, the laundry, and actually prepare meals, like cooking from scratch, not going and getting takeout, or doing what I do, which is make a frozen food or something that's a salad from a bag, which would be much more American. Most of my friends that are working mothers spend a great deal of time in their homes supporting their families. Much more, I would say, than my American counterparts.
I believe yes, working mothers are totally accepted in Egypt market.
So in the end, what advice would you give to mothers-to-be, especially those who wish to become entrepreneurs?
I would like to tell all women and future mothers-to-be all over the world to go for their dreams and that you can have it all. But remember, don't forget to save time for yourself.
I will advise them, get out of your comfort zone, find your passion, love yourself, develop your soft skills, use baby steps, and finally get in contact with the role models in your business.
We took you today on a journey of exploration and comparison between two moms from different cultures and experiences. Stay tuned for more podcast episodes from Vanilla Social Media.